Everybody, welcome back to another video. With the season of giving thanks, we are actually preparing for Thanksgiving. And by preparing for Thanksgiving, you guys, remember I told you in our previous video that we had our dining room table coming in? Well, it has finally arrived, and I definitely want to share that with you guys, but a little later in the video, so stay tuned for that. So, in order to prepare for Thanksgiving, this is actually going to be our first year hosting family in general though. So in order to prepare for hosting, we went ahead and started to clear away our Halloween decor. So fun fact, when I went to go shop for Halloween this year, I could not remember a lot of what I had. I was miscalculating things. It was just all over the place. I don't even have a lot of stuff, to be honest with y'all. So Kim had this bright idea to kind of take pictures of everything that's in my inventory and put it in a folder on my computer and upload it to the cloud so I can access it from anywhere. But at least when it's July, because that's when y'all start putting out Halloween stuff this year. But at least when it's July of next year and I'm starting to go shopping for the upcoming season, for the upcoming holiday, then I don't have to pull everything out like I did this year because, child, it was a mess. So I went ahead and did that. It was tedious, but it was well worth it. I have that all packed up and ready to go to the garage. And then we're in like this funky phase where you want to prepare for Thanksgiving, but you want to decorate for Christmas. But obviously, hosting holidays is definitely something that I have been looking forward to doing for years now. So the fact that we're actually finally able to do it this year, I'm super excited about. I told you guys last year that I was going to show you some of my baking dishes from my collection that I used specifically for like Christmas and Thanksgiving. I added a couple pieces to it, but I do still have some more pieces to go, but I will show you guys that in this particular video. And then I'll also show you some things that I just recently picked up this past weekend from World Market. So let me just say a couple things that I got from World Market. If you've been following me for some years, you know that there is these particular casserole dishes that World Market discontinued in 2018. And I bought them at a huge discount in 2018, thinking that they were going to bring them back the next year, and they didn't. So every year around this time, I DM or I post on my stories and I tag World Market, and I'm like, please bring these back. So guess what? This year they brought them back. So I ran. I didn't walk. I ran to World Market and I picked them up to add with my collection. So I'm excited to finally put those out this year. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that. Okay, so I want to go ahead and go through a couple of my dishes with you guys. I will say this isn't everything. I have cake plates and we have warmers and different things, but I wanted to go ahead and just show like some of my collection that I picked up. Most of these things are going to be from Home Goods, but they are at this point in time, I want to say maybe 2.5 years old. Okay, so this first dish is just like a regular old square dish, but last year I believe we used this for yams. So I don't know if you guys like yams, candy yams, or different things like that. It was only the 6 of us here, so this at the time was small enough to use. Not everybody eats it, but you know, it was perfect for that. Each of these items, when I did pick them up from Home Goods, I did want to stick with a specific brand for no other reason other than the fact that I just wanted them all to match, not because I was just like a huge fan of the brand or anything like that. So I have this casserole dish. It's just a round dish with handles. The brand is Cordon Bleu. This one, I think we served last year. I want to say we served the ham in this because we picked up ham from Honey Baked Ham and it was already in slices. So I want to say this particular one we served ham in. If not, I want to say it was the one that we served. I want to say it was the ham or the turkey.
So, I just like it because it's just a great overall serving dish. Like if you watched our last video, we put the tortellini, the pasta, that's what we used to serve it in. So it's good for any side, really. Yeah.
So okay, so the next dishes I have are going to be these 2 round bowls, these serving bowls. And these are 11-inch 3-quart bowls, and I feel like these are just great for different sides for the holiday. Whether you put your greens in here, dressing, whatever it is you're into, green beans, whatever. I feel like these are just great dishes to have also. Of course, you have to have a butter plate, so just simple. It says covered butter dish, 8.25 inches. Again, just always gotta have butter for the table. So I just picked this up for that. So I picked up these chip and dip plates. I have not used these. hence the sticker on the back. But I think these are great for like appetizers. So again, just for holiday servings. Easter.
Football Sunday.
Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. They're usually what, these are great for. I wouldn't bring these out for football Sunday. I do have some nice, thick ceramic. Well, not ceramic. They're not plastic either. What's the other word? The one that I always let you use. The one that we like do the French toast on.
Acrylic.
Acrylic. There you go.
Oh.
So yeah, we use the nice acrylic ones for that. Like, cause if it falls, it may crack, but it usually doesn't. But I'm not about to have people hooping and hollering over a football game over my good dishes.
We're not barbarians.
You jump up and scream every time any one of your teams score a point, a touchdown, a home run, anything. So I don't even want to hear it. Okay, so I also have this platter that I picked up. Just a rectangle platter. Same thing from the Cordon Bleu collection. I feel like it would be great for like, bread or pretty much bread, to be honest with you.
Bacon wrapped asparagus, how you like to do it. You wrap it up in a bundle. You can have them served on there too.
Yeah. So this platter, I feel like it's just a great addition to have. It's not too big. It's a nice size. I would like a bigger one also though. All right, so I'm going to have Akeem come hand me the rest of these items that are behind the island or at the back of the island so I can show them to you.
Let's go. You want to start with this?
So I do have this gravy boat. This is a 19-ounce gravy boat. Again, haven't used it, so you're gonna see the stickers. And then I believe this one is a creamer bowl. It says on the receipt, but then of course Home Goods receipt is over it, so I really can't tell. Yeah, so this is a creamer. I don't know why I got this.
It helps.
I guess.
Like it's always better to need it.
To have it than to need it.
Yeah, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So
yeah, so I have the creamer bowl, and then again, I'm just adding things to my collection for over the years. All right, and then the last thing I have is gonna be this 19-inch baker's plate or casserole dish, and it does have handles. I mean, you guys know that you can use this for, multiple things. You can use it for carrying the ham, the turkey, your macaroni and cheese. All of these items, like I said, are dishwasher safe, microwave safe, and oven safe. Ideally, I would like to get a couple more just to have them on hand. So these, I picked these up from World Market. I want to say at the time they were, so according to the price tag, they were $4.99 at the time. And I think you can get like for $20. So I want to say I paid maybe $6 or $7 for a pack of 4.
You talking that a couple years ago?
Yeah, when I first got these.
Hey y'all, she was on the hunt for these things. So she had us driving all the places.
We drove, what was like an hour and a half?
Yeah,
about an hour? It was about an hour. It was all the way on the Turnbull, right?
It's where I used to get my haircut.
Rose Hill or Turnbull?
No, over off Jones Road.
Okay.
So.
Well, nobody knows where that's at.
Well, you do. I mean, they don't know. It was a long way. So she calling. She had me checking online. She had me calling, checking ones that's out there where I work.
Yeah.
She got it though.
I did get them. So I got them, like I said, at a huge discount, and I knew I wanted them for my table setting. But I was like, okay, let me get these 4 at least now, because I saw they had to have 4 of these left. And then they had the big casserole dish that Akeem just had in his hand. And I was like, well, let me get these now. And then next year, I'll just go ahead and get the other 4. Next year never came. And then it never came that next year. And then it never came that next year. So I was sick. These again are also, I'm sorry, they're not microwave safe and they are hand wash only, but they are oven safe up to 450 degrees. So you can bake directly in these also. So I picked these up with the expectations that I was going to be able to add, another 4 because I wanted to have a table setting for 8, and they just brought them back this year. So these are going to be the new ones. So I will tell you the difference. The difference for one is they were more. They were double the price this year, first of all. Second of all, these were like a bronze, like brown on the front, and they're gold this year. But I was just like, I'll just do every other seat with the gold and with the bronze. So I'm okay with that. Not in this video, just because we'll just be showing the table. But in the future, I will do a table setting so you guys can see exactly what I mean by setting these up. But I just think these are super, super cute, especially for Thanksgiving season, especially for Thanksgiving itself. Cute little pumpkins, great aesthetics. So if you do have a World Market near you or you are able to order online, I think these would be a great addition if you can get to them. Again, we've used this. I do have to get this clean because somebody... I
had the nerve to cook with it, y'all.
No, that wasn't the issue. The issue wasn't that you cooked with it, because I would bring it out because like I had this stuff and I'm just like, it's just been sitting here for 2 years and we haven't used it. So I set it on the oven just for like looks. And after I had cleaned it, and someone had fried chicken. And so then chicken grease got all over it, and I tried to scrub it off, but it wouldn't come off, so I need like a degreaser. So at that point in time, I was just like, I'm not gonna fool with this. So I do have to get this cleaned. I had it wrapped up and put away, but now that it's out, I do have to get it cleaned. But again, this is just a nice size pumpkin casserole dish, and this also can go into the oven. They do have these also. So again, if you are near World Market, I just feel like these are great to have. These I would actually use for the holiday though. Okay, and the last thing that I picked up this year as far as the pumpkin collection from World Market was this pumpkin shaped cake plate. So they also had these in addition to the other items that I just showed you, but their cake plates from the previous years were like extremely lower. And a lot of people complained that their pies and different things, not cake plate, pie plate. A lot of the pie plates were messing up the top of their pies. So I think this year they just went ahead and redesigned it, which may be another reason why they brought them back out. But they redesigned these. Again, you can bake this directly in the oven, so you can put your pie crust in here. And then bake it and take it right out of the oven, and so you don't have to transfer in. And then as you can see, this is like I said, it's like more lifted. So you have enough room where it's not smashing your pie or anything. So I did only get one of these, but I am highly, highly considering going back and getting another one. I will say, if you saw my stories, I told you guys that we actually won money off at World Market. So I was able to get a couple more items. So a couple of these things were kind of free, but yeah.
Yeah, we hit a lick easily.
Yeah, so Akeem won $50 off and I won $20 off because each adult can win if you look for, it's a contest that they have going on. So we both won.
They had this little placard. Yeah. It's called the Golden Gnome. They hide it in the store, and if you find it, you take it to the front, and then they charge this random gift certificate from 20 to 200 or 20 to 100.
20 to 200.
20 to 200 bucks. So
yeah, I was trying to get that $200 boy. I would have cashed out a little bit more. So yeah, so that's it for like some of my holiday dishes. Again, I do have a couple things that we didn't show. We did in our previous vlog from around this time last year, I think it was a holiday vlog, we went to Crate and Barrel and got like a ton of new plates for just eating plates. But I do think this year I want to go ahead and get a separate set for Thanksgiving and then another set for Christmas. But if I'm being honest, I think at this point in time we already have like 3 sets of plates, right? We have the Crate and Barrel, the Target, and the Kohl's.
I think so.
Yeah, so I don't want to have too many plates, but I do want a separate set for the holidays. So stay tuned. I may go on a haul for that, or I may just go ahead and wait until next year. The last thing that I got from World Market, or more so Akeem, this was Akeem's purchase, but we both agreed that we wanted one, is going to be a salad bowl. So we eat salad. I don't think we eat salad on like Thanksgiving though, because nobody ever eats it.
And it depends on how you make it and what you make.
Okay.
So, like for example, if I made that pasta salad I make, the one with the not rigatoni, but the spiral pasta with
I know what you're talking about.
That would be eaten on Thanksgiving. Like your traditional
Caesar
salad, or I could do
like. Do potato salad in here? Well, we don't do potato salad.
No, but I could do like, let's say, I think it depends on the right salad. Like your broccoli salad, right? You like the broccoli salad. People eat that on Thanksgiving. If you did like a apple, arugula, feta, or like a champagne, honey, vinaigrette, people will eat that. But like your traditional chopped salad or your chef salad, not so much, but you can make it. But I got it, like one is black, it goes with our aesthetic, it goes with our theme, and it's just different because most of the time you just see the wood bowls. But
yeah, I like it because it's plastic, so you can use it for a numerous amount of things. You can pull it out for any holiday or any dinner, meal, or whatever the case may be. And these are plastic. These are dishwasher safe, and this is also dishwasher safe. So a lot of times, like the bamboo or the wooden bowls aren't dishwasher safe, and just depending on like what you're doing with it, you don't always think to pull it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like this. I think this is just a great addition to our overall dining, not dining, our overall, dish collection, just for like different meals or whatever the case may be.
It's different. Yeah. And it's black. And everything looks better in black. So.
Okay, so the very last thing I want to talk about before we head into the dining room. Can you have these back? So I tell you guys, I'm that parent that always tries to make things memorable and fun for my kids. So I just thought this would be a cute project to share with you guys. A couple years ago, do you remember the year we did these? 2018 or 19? 2018, because I put it over here. So 2018, I do gotta finish this because I tried to color these in with a marker, but because it's burlap, it didn't work. So I'm getting my Cricut and put their names on it. But 2018, I picked up a bunch of these jute placemats for the kids, and I had fun. I think they had fun too, but I had them do turkeys, and then we used their hands for the turkey wings. So I just thought this was just like a cute idea to do with maybe the kids. Everyone did one: Aiden, Ashton, Austin, and Zuri, and this is just what they look like without them. So when we do get, their table set up, they have these. I am thinking about a new project to have them do this year. I'm not sure just yet, but if you guys have any Thanksgiving idea or crafts that the kids can use, I like to show things that allows them to see their growth. So like when they look at these, like I said, 2018 to 2022, when they look at these, they'll be able to say, okay, my hands grew. So if you guys are into that, or if you guys know of any crafts that I can do with them, please comment down below, and I'm open for all suggestions. All right, so that's all for the dish haul that I picked up. Tell me what you guys think about some of the items that I got. Let's head into the dining room so we can finally review to you guys the dining room table. As you can see, we are now in the dining room in front of the new table.
Finally.
Right, so the table was delivered at this point in time a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, early October. So if you watched the Living Spaces video, that was when I got the delivery call to set it up. And I think it was delivered October 18th.
Yes.
Delivery process was really simple. They came, they set it up for us. It took them about, 10 minutes to...
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
10 minutes to set it up. We got it from High Fashion Homes. We'll link the one we purchased below if you're interested. So, before I don't want to get my opinion first. I ask you your opinion.
I really liked it. So, Akeem had showed it to me and asked me how I felt. I will say, I thought it was a little bit more brown in the picture. I don't know if you felt the same way.
No, I knew it was just like...
So I knew it was gray, but I thought it had like a more brown tone, almost like the flooring. But I'm not mad at it. I do like that it was a lighter table. Our previous house, we had a black table, so I kind of went back and forth between getting a black table or this one, but I didn't want to go black if we didn't have to.
Yeah, and I was the opposite. I wanted black, just a better quality than the one that we had, because I felt like we could do a lot more. But then Missy had brought up a good point. She was talking about if we were going to do the back wall black, which we're going to talk about in a minute, then, how would that look? So when we were in the process of looking, obviously we went to the High Fashion Home store, and then because of that, they started targeting us with ads, and we actually saw this deal, and we couldn't pass up on it.
Yeah, it was a really good price, and then it was just like a really nice looking table. I know we both wanted something with more ridges in it, so this does have like a more wood ring ridge design, very much like the flooring. So I think that was one of the major reasons why I went with it also. But the table size
is right now we have the leaf in it. It is 82 inches without the leaf. With the leaf is 102 inches, so a 20-inch leaf.
Yeah.
So ideally for me, one of the things that I knew we wanted a table that had some weight to it.
Yes.
We didn't want a table that you could easily bump around, getting up from the table and moving around. You didn't want it to shift. So this table clocks in at a little over 300 pounds. Sorry about that. The battery had died, y'all. You know how these Sony cameras are. But the table, I'm not sure how much I said or didn't say, but the table came in at just over 300 pounds. I think it's like 330 pounds. So that weight was important to us. Obviously, we have kids, and getting up from the table, sliding back from the table, we wanted something that was going to have some, some girth to it, some weight to it, So, when we were at Restoration Hardware, and we were looking at their tables, a lot of their tables were heavier, and then we were looking at other places like Wayfair, stuff like that. When we were going through the process, a lot of those tables of, similar size were, 170 pounds, 150 pounds. And even though that's still a good sized weight, we wanted something with some more beef to it, so couldn't be happier. It's solid as a rock, so we couldn't be happier with that. Now it's just a matter of bringing the whole space together.
Yeah, so I think for the most of it, we plan on having like a table setting of 8. But I think if push came to shove, and we have to, squeeze in a little bit, we can probably get up to 10 seating. So I'm okay with that. Like I said, the goal was to get 8 to 10. So if we can get up to 10, I think we're good. Like I think we can do 4 and 4, 1 and 2. But for the most of it, ideally we want to do 3, 3, 1 and 2. Other things that we want to talk about is we are definitely going to change out the chandelier, but it will probably be like one of the last things that we do. We do still need tables, not tables. We do still need chairs. So we were kind of going back and forth about like what chairs we felt like we wanted to go with.
No, go ahead. I'm just thinking.
I was gonna say what I don't know is if we wanted to get the chairs first and then do the walls, or if we want to do the walls first and then get the chairs.
So when we go through the process, we're looking at tables. We think finding the table that we want is going to be the hard part. Maybe you thought about this, because I know I didn't. I didn't realize the chairs were going to be so expensive. And finding the ones that we both like, because we somewhat disagree on what type of chairs. But I said whatever Missy wants, that's what we'll go with.
I don't know if we disagree. I think we just both have different ideas for the look that we want. Because I do like the chairs that you picked out a lot, but it's not necessarily the look that I want for in here.
Right. So the chairs we're talking about, I believe multiple places carry them, but I know our house carries them, and I'll put them on the screen now. The bad part for me is if you watch a lot of home content creators, I want to say everybody, but a lot of people have these chairs. And that shouldn't be a deterrent, because, if you like it, you should get it. But in the space that we're in, where we're creating content, you do have that desire sometimes to be different, because you start to become repetitious. That's the hard part with, social media, because 10 years ago, 15 years ago, if your neighbor or somebody in a different state had the chairs, you wouldn't know about it. We wouldn't know about anybody that has the chairs. But we also probably wouldn't have discovered them either. So it's a catch-22 when it comes to, things that you see on social media and things that you see particularly on YouTube. But the chairs I really like, especially that they come in different colors. The downside is they're $500 a piece.
Well, the chairs I want ain't no better.
Right. So I know, that's what I'm saying. All the chairs that we like. Now, there's some that we can live with that are less expensive. But the ones that we like these would be perfect for us. They're $500 each. And you heard Missy just say that you're looking at least 8 of them. So you do the math. You're talking over $3,000 for chairs, and the table didn't even cost that much. So it's just, so long story short, we're still trying to figure out the chairs, but in the meantime, we're going to rent probably Shabari chairs for Thanksgiving. The chairs that you typically see at
because even if we did order the chairs that we wanted, either route, they won't be here in time for Thanksgiving anyway. I did see some chairs that were in stock, but let's just be honest, like, it's so close to Christmas, I don't even want to think about spending $3,000 on chairs.
No. We'll highlight y'all after January. So the overall look of this room, so this room we need y'all help. So there's 3 options that we're looking at doing. So the first option is to paint that back wall as well as this wall, and you can see it on camera. Yeah, and then this wall over here, all black. Leave the ceiling white, and leave, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this part right here, leave that white, but just have the main 3 walls just painted black, and then with artwork. Maybe not that artwork.
Definitely not that artwork, actually.
So we're either going to get some artwork from High Fashion Homes, which if you watched that video, you know how much we love the artwork, and if you haven't watched it, definitely go check that one out. We even kicked around taking the canvas art that's in the living room and bringing it in here because it's black, gold, and gray, and it would really pop on that wall. But either way, solid, just a black paint on all the walls. The second option would be doing the panel.
Yeah.
The modern wood panel textures that I'm sure everybody has seen that a lot of people are doing in different designs. Again, black or a dark charcoal, something along those lines on the back wall here, and leaving these white, correct? Or painting these black also. Yeah, so that's like a option 2 and 2A. So panel wall here, which pop it up on the screen, and then leaving these walls white or black. Or the third option is wallpaper in the same walls that we're going to paint. So wallpaper, the 2 side walls, and the back wall.
But the wallpaper will be like a super deep dark gray where it almost looks black, but it's not.
And we'll try to find some examples to pop it up on the screen because I know when I first hear wallpaper, I think like grandma's wallpaper, like originally.
Maybe years ago,
yeah,
maybe more.
But not like, it wasn't until recently where I started to see wallpaper like, oh, okay, it's more modern. But like when you hear wallpaper sounds, to me, it's still in my mind. So we'll try to find a picture to put it up on the screen so you kind of see where we're going with. So y'all let us know, what y'all think. Y'all seen our home, y'all seen the tour, y'all seen the outside, and this room is right off the front door. So.
But with that being said, I'm excited about this. I cannot wait to set the table for the upcoming holidays. Like he said, we'll just probably go ahead and rent the chairs. So if you do see some chairs, don't be like, ugh, that don't go.
Yeah, don't judge us. We try to survive out here.
We know. So yeah, so you want to go ahead and end it or?
Yeah, that's it. This is all right.
All right, so we hope you guys enjoyed this home update. Tell us what you think about the table. Nice things only. No, I'm just playing, but seriously. Tell us, what you think about the video, what you think about the dish haul. All right, guys, so thanks again for tuning in to another video. Hope you guys enjoyed this small home update. We cannot wait to bring you more with the dining room and the other living spaces. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
My baby looking fine today. Actually, I kept staring at you, but I supposed to be looking at the camera. I kept staring at you. You looking fine today. You look fine every day, but you fine today.
I don't look fine every day. Anyway, so
I ain't touched on.
All right, so we'll see you guys in the next video.